Morning, Lamb.
Morning, Chrissy. Here before the crack of dawn. No horses on the track yet, but out here nice and early to get organised.
Lamb. We're pretty keen, aren't we?
Pretty keen to get this video underway anyway. Before you jet off to New Zealand to start inspecting some yearlings. Good to see you could make it in this morning. Some others might sleep in and just catch the early flight out. Good day yesterday, mate. Another 2 winners, and obviously a good winner in Melbourne and index linked on Saturday in Melbourne.
Yeah, and he pulled up a bit sore, but fortunately he's fine. Looks like it's just a muscle, but gave us a bit of a scare to start with. As you say, a couple of good winners yesterday. I think we've got a Quinella and a couple of unlucky runs, so things are ticking along pretty well. And on the back of some trials on Tuesday, I sprung out of bed Tuesday morning when some of those better ones were going around, and a lot of nice young horses coming through also.
Of the winners yesterday, You'll Never, interestingly, ran on Saturday at Randwick, and he backed up, within basically 3 or 4 days. It's obviously a subject a lot of people speak about, and sometimes draws a negative connotation that a horse may have taken ill effect. But I think our statistics with horses backing up is pretty good. For the punters at home, what do the horses do between runs when they're backing up in such a short space of time?
Very little. In his instance, he had a walk on Sunday morning and Sunday afternoon. Monday he had a swim in the morning, in the afternoon just a nice long walk. Tuesday he went on the treadmill. No, he didn't. He had a light cant around the track, and then Wednesday morning just a quiet trot. So yeah, it's just about keeping them happy. Obviously their fitness levels are very high, and that's what we talk about, constitutions. If they've got a good constitution, normally it means they go home and eat up and maintain their weight. And with those horses it's much easier, and it gives you confidence in backing them up. The horses you need to worry about are the ones that pull up touch distressed, leave feed, lighten up, and worry about it mentally. So they're the main things we look out for.
Let's jump straight into a big weekend of racing. Firstly, Canterbury Park tomorrow night. We'll jump straight into the first race. 2 impressive last start winners, All Cerise and Haddock Lane. I
think we'll save All Cerise for next week. We've got 3 or 4 really nice 3-year-old fillies at the moment that we're trying to separate. So they've been entered for a number of places, but I think we'll split them up on Friday night, and Haddock Lane will run there. Impressive first up winner. It's about 4 weeks between runs, and she's, what I was saying earlier about her constitution, she's still getting there. She's another preparation away from being a big strong filly. You might get away with backing her up, but afterwards she would be on the downward slide. So we're just looking after her, getting experience into her, and I think Friday night's race really suits.
Little favourite of mine, Double Happy in the 2-year-old race over 1200 metres, draws barrier 5, Nashawilla.
Yeah, everything there suits. He's not the best of beginners, so Canterbury 1200, well, probably Canterbury in particular, makes it a little bit awkward, but he's got some class, Lamb, and he's a horse you'll see winning over a mile as a 3-year-old and winning some good races. I'm just hoping we can get away with 1200 metre races as a 2-year-old.
The 3-year-old maiden over 1250 metres, Rock Temple, scratched yesterday from Kensington. Good run, first up at Kembla Grange.
Yeah, it was a terrific race, first up, as you say, and yeah, awkward gate, but he should have enough gate speed to get across. And then hopefully he's fit enough and strong enough to run out a strong 1250. I think he's got a great chance all the same.
Batali Kate, down from Brisbane, a new addition to the stable, but she certainly trialled well on Tuesday. 1100 metres on Friday night she ran.
50-50. Backing up from the trials, same again. You're starting the preparation, you don't want to be too hard on them too early. The reason for trying to run her on Friday night is it's against her own sex and the right distance. If she didn't run there, she can race against the boys over the same distance on Wednesday, or up against the fillies and mares over further, which is not ideal. So yeah, we'll just see Friday morning how she is, but I'm happy with the way she's progressing, and I think she should be in for a good preparation. We've had a lot of success from the Queensland horses coming to Sydney to race.
The 1900 metre fillies and mares, benchmark 75, Emirates Heart. Nashawilla goes aboard, and she just showed a glimpse she might be getting there last start with the blinkers on.
She's been disappointing to say the least. We haven't had a lot of luck with the European mares that we've brought out. They've won a few races but not got to the levels that the boys have got. Don't know why. Maybe it's a little bit harder for them here, or maybe they're a bit more expensive and we haven't been able to afford the better ones. But she's showing glimpses, as you say. Gets every chance on Friday night, and she'd need to show us something.
In the last race at 10 PM, I'll still be there. Hot Albert.
I might be there too, Liam.
Hot Albert. Good win last start. Jimmy Cassidy goes aboard after he gets into the race with only 54 kilos.
Well, you might have to go home early, Liam. You might not have to stay for the last.
Yeah, I'm impartial.
I'm sure you'll be there though. He looks a great chance. I think his maiden win will give this horse confidence. He ticks all the other boxes. He's got great type, good strong horse, and I just think that'll help him, that win. And good draw. Huey's can't make the weight, so Jimmy hops on, Jim Cassidy, and I'm sure he'll do a good job for us.
Here we go. Randwick on Saturday, day before Australia Day. It's actually quite a nice day of racing on Saturday, as is most. 2-year-olds in the first, two of them, Brazen Bow and Country Warrior, both trialled on Tuesday at Rose Hill.
Yeah, originally they weren't going to run, we were going to save them, but they only had 5 entries at the time of acceptances, so we put them in at the last minute. We'll probably run one, and I'm leaning towards Country Warrior. Both really nice horses. A week before they're ready to race, but gee, Country Warrior's drawn pretty well. It's a small field, good jockeys. I'll be keen to run him.
The second race, Define, the 1300 metre benchmark 75 for the 3-year-olds. Good draw, good run first up.
Yeah, I really like this filly. I think she'll win some nice races. Still working out her right distance. We penciled her in for an Oaks filly at the end of last preparation, and we're still going to try and do that, but we shouldn't be losing sight of the fact that she could still sprint as well, just because the horse looks a bit light and as a younger horse, and looks like they're going to finish their races off so strongly that they'll stay. It's not always the case, but she's come back a different filly this time, and gee, her work's been impressive over the past week, and I think she's a great chance, albeit probably a big step up in class and against the boys, but again, I think her class will take her a long way. And
the race 3, the 1800 metre benchmark 80, Janoob, barrier 10, 60 kilos, but gets him with the claim of Damien Thornton, and Hollywood Bound, who was a very good run first up at Warwick Farm.
Janoob's hard horse to place, but gee, his first up run was terrific. It's a shame he's got so much weight to carry. But I think he'll be competitive from a wide gate, and Hollywood Bound, as you say, his first up run was great, and distance should suit him. And yeah, 2 nice horses that'll win some good prize money for their connections.
1600 metre event for the 3-year-olds, Villanova, barrier 4, Hugh Bowman aboard.
Big weight to carry. It was pleasing to see the Kensington track yesterday race with a bit of give in it. And obviously they've had a little bit of rain at Randwick this week, and hopefully that continues through to Saturday for Villanova. Big weight, but I think he's going pretty good. His first up run was terrific.
Race 5, another one that'll touch on, the other one that'll appreciate a bit of wet weather is Egglestein. He joins Sedcom in the 1600 metre race.
Yeah, he's hasn't been far away. He's working his way back into form, but I think that dead track's been what he's looking for. So I think we've changed the riders there, Liam, too, did we?
Yes, Nash goes aboard Egglestein and Hugh is on Sedcom.
Yeah, Nash is, I think, we originally had Hugh booked for the race. Didn't intend on running Egglestein, or vice versa. Sedcom, that's right, we weren't going to run Sedcom, and then Nash became available, so we managed to get him for Egglestein, who's had a lot of success with, and Huey's pretty much Sedcom's regular rider, so that's the reason for change there. Both horses are going well. Sedcom loves a second or a third, but is generating prize money, and he would be another one that would appreciate a dead track.
The Australia Day Cup, the Village Pies, my favourite. 2 runners for the stable. Briganton and I'm Imposing both come out of the Gosford Cup.
Yeah, both ran super in the Gosford Cup considering. I'm Imposing had no luck. Just got going way too early as it worked out and lost his chance there. But prior to that he was a very strong winner on Boxing Day. 2400 shouldn't be a problem. He wasn't disgraced in the Metrop last time he raced over the distance, and I think he'll be a great chance. Briganton, his runs in Australia or in Sydney have been terrific, and he's got a big weight to carry, but gee, he's got some class and his work's been very good. So yeah, I hope his connections get a reward for sending him out to Australia.
And the 7th race on the card for the fillies and mares, 2 runners, a 3-year-old Champagne Calf and tried and true Christy Lee.
Yeah, well, Christy Lee's been running really good races without a lot of luck. She'll appreciate the big track at Randwick. And yeah, she'll keep the young horse honest. Champagne Calf, she's going very well. Had a couple of quiet trials, but she's fit and ready to go, ready for a big preparation. Taking on the older mares, which is never easy, but you can't replace that class, and she's certainly got that.
Horses on the way out onto the track. Anything else to report?
Pretty quiet, I think, Liam.
Yeah, no, all good. All right, mate. Good luck on Saturday.
Thank you.
Nearly got away with not mentioning them. Thubian and Instrumentalist down in Melbourne, both up to 2400 metres.
Yeah. Thubian has been a touch disappointing and seems to lack a little bit of class at this level, so it's a few weeks between runs. He's freshened up, and it'll prepare him for a 3,000 metre race at Moonee Valley in a couple of weeks.
Don't be cheeky.
And the other horse, he's going really well. He got a little bit too far back last start. And hopefully he can be a bit closer to the speed. First time around Caulfield from memory, but geez, racing terrific. He tries so hard and be hard to beat.
Good stuff, thanks mate. Hey, just everyone, this is what it's like before the horses get out onto the track. They're on their way. There's not much happening at this time.